Welcome back to Armored Core 6. Last episode we brought down the Strider and brought up our credit score. Plus we unlocked a few new items in the shop, so let's buy some of those. This is one of the weapons I want for my loadout anyway, so I'm just gonna go with that. Also seeing the vertical missile launchers here. One tip I have for people playing the game: if you encounter a particularly hard mission, and you just unlocked some new weapons not so long ago or different other items, sometimes the game is just trying to throw you a hint on how you are supposed to approach a few things here and there. So maybe pay attention to that. Vertical missiles in this situation with Wall Climber coming up, not the worst idea. However, the worst idea that I have right now is equipping all of this stuff, because it absolutely does not work with our build right now. I think the overburdening may be due to the arms that we are using. Yeah, can just get rid of that with those being switched out, but we still have an EN shortfall, so we are not producing enough energy to support this weaponry. And I think I'm just gonna see if we have any training available. Next mission, okay, it's gonna be Wall Climber. Training, yeah, let's just see how these missions or these training exercises go and what we get for them. I hope this will actually be something like a new generator, but I don't know. If not, I might actually need to re-equip a few other weapons. Don't know what exactly we are getting from each of these missions, but finding out is half of the fun with replaying this. Also, we're using the casual legs, it seems. So that's different version of the reverse joint legs that are usually a bit worse than what I got right now. But they have a better jumping stat, despite being heavier and just slightly worse in other ways. Like, they are, besides being heavier, they don't even have the same amount of load available. So heavier legs and the rest of the build has to be lighter to support that. So I don't really enjoy these legs too much, but it works. I mean, this is a pretty competent build nonetheless. Okay, rapid fire and just using all different tactics. Just circling around that guy and... oh, he is already dead. And yeah, that was definitely too close for missiles, but who cares? Like, I'm not taking these exercises too seriously, honestly, because why would I? They are all pretty easy, and they are ultimately just there as an additional tutorial. Ooh! That's a good booster, I recognize that one. Pretty sure that's still the one that I'm using on the finalized Nighthairen build. Oh nice, an FCS? Oh, and a generator. Okay. Let's take a look. First off, the generator, because that's the biggest issue we have right now, and that's definitely exactly what I want. It is a bit heavier, but just look at all the values. Everything else much better. Although one thing I will point out that I'm not too happy about in this game: all the bars are not really they are not proportional. Just look at the top stat there, AN capacity, from 2200 to 2500, and the bar fills up by twice the amount. I know it's more supposed to reflect on the overall rating, so 2500 is a lot better than 2200, and maybe 1800 or whatever might be the lowest point it can ever get to, but still. I would rather have them all being, if the bar is empty, it should be at 0, and the full bar should be whatever maximum stat is available on any generator. Because this is kinda, it's a bit weird. It gives the wrong impression on a few things. But yeah, we just solved our energy problem. Let's see if a booster is actually any good. And yeah, just look how the movement stat goes up. Boost speed, quick boost speed, it's good. It's a bit more energy consumption, but we should be fine here. And I think this is bringing our build pretty close to the actual Knight Heron. Let's see, for FCS, maybe I should go and try by another one. Because the FCS is not amazing. And I think I may have neglected that for a bit too long. Yeah, this is gonna work out pretty well. So now the main thing I'm still missing is the core and the arms. I think I'm more worried about the core, but we can also get that. We just need the right amount of money, which we should get from Wall Climber anyways. So 25,000 left, and we are looking pretty good so far. Let's go into the other training mission and see what's up with that. Okay, heavy reverse joint. God, this feels like piloting a brick. A brick with jump abilities. Yeah, area attacks. Should have maybe not used the grenade launcher yet. Because that's what they want me to do here. Oop! This is just a weapon of mass destruction, let's be honest. Let's see, do both sides have a charge attack? Seems that way. Might as well use that. Weapon types: kinetic, explosive, energy, but there also seem to be differences between the or inside the categories. I'm pretty sure that both of my hand weapons here are energy, but just the charged shot didn't do much on that thing. Energy weapons are beating, yeah, I know. Let me just do this for a moment to get rid of a few of those enemies. I chose you to die! They are figuring out how some specific enemy types react to different weapons. A bit tough. You can see stuff like the ricochets that's being displayed here, where some weapon types just don't do anything to a particular enemy, but when you encounter something mid-mission and you have to leave that to respec or something with checkpoint, it's a bit weird sometimes. I think it's a bit fairer when it comes to different ACs, because those may have some slight differences in what they can block off, so there may be a bit more defense against a certain type of weapon. But some of the bosses that are larger and tougher, they just seem to have almost full immunity against some damage types, and that's kinda annoying. Okay, got a new weapon here, but I don't think I care too much about that. Yeah, laser handgun, not too bad, but nothing that I want to use right now. I guess this is just gonna be the other hand weapon. So maybe it's time to actually get rid of some stuff. We cannot sell that missile launcher that we got on our initial build, so that's always something that you will always be able to recreate, no matter the circumstances. Maybe if I get rid of some of the old things. I might be able to just afford the new core part here. Oh yeah. Could almost buy 2 of them. Don't need any, but yeah, this is coming together now. Again, the arms are... Maybe I should just take a look at what other arms are available. This would be too heavy, this would all be too heavy, this would work. Nachtreiher, But... okay, these honestly don't look too great compared to the others. Better firearm specialization. But apart from that, all the values are just slightly worse, it seems. Not really great, and yeah, this is too heavy again, so... the Nachtreiher arms are just not doing it. Let's get into War Climber then. Freshly built AC, what could go wrong? I'll show you.
Your objective is to take the Liberation Front fortress, the Wall. Show them you're worth the credits, 621.
Oh, I will. And yeah, this is one of those missions that I grinded to death when I tried to get all the stuff against Balteos.
Activating combat mode.
Commence mission. We'll start by clearing the way for Arquebus. Take out the Gatling cannons protecting the city, and the Baus Tetrapod MT further in. There's heavy fire coming from up top. 621. Keep an eye out for cover.
You know what, I just dropped down here. I have a cool thing about my laser rifle here. It can take care of most MTs in just one shot. So that's really not a lot of care that has to be given here. It's just boom, 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 and they are all dead. Nice. The back missile launchers are pretty much the same, and thanks to being vertical missile launchers, they seem to be more accurate than a lot of straight firing stuff. And they are definitely more accurate than the other vertical missile launchers. Or at least with the way they work, it's more like they hit the area around the target, they do a bit of area effect that stays around for a second or so, and that allows them to just do a lot of damage in the end. That's gonna be cutting down a bit of the artillery here. Now getting into the first big ticket fight. Kind of interesting how this is a laser rifle that that can benefit from that stat at the what is called at the generator, and the other weapons, back weapons, despite looking pretty much identical, they are apparently a different type and therefore don't get any bonus from the energy weapon specialization. Might as well go in from the top here.
Confirmed. You're inside the wall. Be prepared for close quarters combat.
But yeah, this thing, it doesn't have the right generator, not the right firing chip,
This is V4 Rusty.
and not the right arms, but it's
Guess you're sharper than
pretty
I
good
say.
on every other
I'll
level.
have to step up my own game. A numbered Vesper is elite.
And yeah, these things just
Even
do
Bane
enough
couldn't crack
area
the
of
wall.
effect
Don't
to
count
just
on
take
too
out a lot
much.
of stuff simultaneously. And before you can even recognize what happens, everybody is dead.
There should be a lift nearby. The target is close.
And this thing just moves on to the next target. It's so fun. Come on, get going. Let's get up there. Maybe I should actually try the casual legs, but again, on my more refined build, there is not much room to play with.
621. I've dispatched a supply
So that may not even be an option. I think it would make the entire thing overall slower due to the legs being heavier. But maybe the jump boost helps.
Make sure you resupply.
And yeah, this looks like one of those boxes I came into the planet on. I came in on the planet. Whatever. You know what I mean. Oh, hey, Rusty.
You must be Raven. One of the infamous handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Didn't I just do that, or did I actually take the wrong wall here?
That's the Juggernaut. Heavy mobile cannon. I wouldn't recommend taking it head on. It
Okay,
won't
I
be
just
able
do
to keep
weapon
up
lock
with
here.
steel hands. I'll distract it while you hit its blind spot.
Thankfully, this area of effect stuff is always going to hit at least the stuff partially. So even when hitting from the front, it's not the worst thing that could happen. I should have fired the missiles before, and so that they can at least hit the thing once it's vulnerable. So sometimes it's a good idea to use most of the weapons
Walter knows how to pick 'em.
to prepare for the swords coming in once the target is disabled, but sometimes you just want to do it the other way around. Prepare everything for the missiles hitting once the target is disabled and actually disabling it using the sword, because that just does a mountain of stagger damage at once.
This is V4. Understood. Raven, I just got an update from Snail at command. We've got enemy reinforcements incoming. If I don't intercept them, we're both toast.
It feels like the Juggernaut is really only coming alive right now,
It's gone. So much
shortly
for our
before it's
decoy.
about to expire. Come on. That was not amazing. The shot spread out way too much. And another charge attack. That old tin can will feel it even if I hit it from the front, so that's alright. I just need to be careful and not take too many hits. And everything will be alright. Get out of his face.
AP at 50%.
And that it's done for.
Confirmed.
Don't stay too close to that.
Operation Wall Climber is a success. That pilot, Rusty, it seems he knew who you really are. It won't matter. I've taken that contingency into account.
You know, I remember trying to go in heavy here, but light is more fun, and it just seems to work better if you at least halfway get it done correctly.
One new message.
We're war buddies now. I think I should tell you something. During Operation Wall Climber, Arquebus was planning to sacrifice you. The plan was to use independent mercenaries to clear the way so that the Vespers could step in and take over. But instead, you took the wall. The higher-ups are going to remember you now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
As will I.
Oh, more training. And more parts in the part shop. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, again, another weapon that might become very useful soon. Not something that I will be using, but if you're struggling with Balteus, double trigger with this might be a good tactic. Different laser sword on this end. Active homing missile launcher. I've never used this. Also, I have no idea what the symbols on top here mean. This stuff here. You can't even use that with textual help or display tutorial maybe. That's just that stuff. Okay. But yeah, let's take a look at the training exercises. Another 2 tetrapod. Yeah, sure, I'll do that, and maybe the next episode might be the last one. I think there's another 1 or 2 missions, and then we should be yeah, getting to the waypoint, or the watch point it was, and fighting Balteus. So let's quickly go through all of this stuff and then see how it's going to work. Just shot him in the back. So the cool thing about tetrapods is that they don't need to get into as much of a recoil stance for heavy weapons, and they can just dish those out a bit quicker than bipedal builds. So the heavy grenade launcher on our left hand, not much of an issue. And there are hovering tactics, so once you get in the air, you can just hover like this and shoot them from above, but that also leaves you open as a bit of a target. So maybe don't do that all the time. But against some of the more ground-based enemies, cleaner, that might be an amazing tactic. Just hover a lot and rain the pain from above. That's it for this one. I think there was a second one that we should also just do right away. Ooh, grenade launcher. Could buy a second one here, but who cares? I won't be using that. Not with this build at least. There are other builds that actually can make good use of that. But this one, it can barely hold the weapons that I have for it already. Oh yeah, this one has double machine gun, so double the fun, double the gun. Should be done for. And yeah, we can do a bit of drifting. This will sometimes randomly or seemingly random backwards motion. That's why I don't like the tank stats too much in this game. I feel a bit weird. Come on, just push it over the border and get the huge damage in. And yeah, this is a tank build in multiple ways. We don't only have tank threat, but also we are taking a lot of damage here. Because good luck avoiding it with something this big and small. Big and slow, I mean. I mean, this is doing well, but it's gonna be a war of attrition at this point. You're not avoiding anything, you're tanking basically almost everything that the opponent dishes out. So gotta have to be alright with that. Okay, what do we get now? Anything useful? Another vertical missile launcher. Okay. More exercise for the training. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I think that's the one where assemble your own piece, your own AC. Let's just do this real quick. I know the thing is getting pretty long, but I hope that next mission will just be the roundup to the first chapter. And I know we're doing our own thing and can expect multiple reinforcements to come in. And yeah, this is very easy with with just watch a few things, one shot on each enemy and that's it. Okay, it's just one of the quadrupods. So not like two in the mission before it. That was maybe a bit too forward, but yeah, got it. Oh, another one. That seems to be an AC if I'm not wrong. Also, one thing I remember from using the sword, you can actually use the sword boost and then just go into another boost if you don't want to swing it. So that gets you in closer without having to commit to the hit. Oh. Anything else? Okay. That worked out pretty well.
Incoming comms.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on your certification. You have proven your skills by completing the entire combat training regimen. Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. All Mind anticipates excellent performance.
Nice. Completed the training program, got the emblem, but that's it? Well, I guess that's also gonna be it for this video then. So thanks for watching, see you next time, and till then, bye bye.